In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Muscle up, we got the fly metric. Ran up by the luxuries, up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, people diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Right to the air to open this one up. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing on second down is Milton. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Third and 2.
Okay, break. Ready?
Try and throw with Milton. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
18 Cardinal, pass the 50, pass the 50.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hawk 70, Hawk, Viking 18.
Here's Milton. Now a screen set up for Blue. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
19, target, let's go now. 70, Timberwolves. Go.
Fake the give, and now it's Milton. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Ready.
Milton going to look to throw it again. Downfield, got him there. 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Get it. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
To throw, it's Milton. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Cowboys.
Third down, they'll go with the counter to try and pick it up.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
1st down and more as the 35. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
A gain of 27.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
70 race. Let's go.
They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Daniel. Pass brought in by Chark. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Cougar 19.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, 60 vices.
They'll run the draw with Chubb. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
First down, Commanders.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels moving to his left. This one caught just past the pylon. Jalen Lane, touchdown Washington. With that, he draws near the all-time record. He has 29 touchdowns on the season. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got a receiver, and that's last. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
10 to 60.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. This one is complete. It's Pickens. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready?
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
On the ground is Chubb to start this drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds. A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down. Try to run it here, and it's Chubb. They get 15 on that game. First down, Washington.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Daniels now on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
18. Ready.
On second down, it's Daniels. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
19 tight.
So on first and 10, here's Milton. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanderson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Milton. He got it to Mingo. It's complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
70. Ready? Panther 60, Cougar 19. Ready, ready?
Milton now to throw on first and 10. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance
offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They run a toss to Chubb. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Ready, break. 65 catch. Let's go now. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That is caught by Chark. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
All together.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will power his way into the end zone. DJ Chark, touchdown Commanders. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Okay, ready? Go.
They'll go play action here with Milton. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10. No give on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Juan Martin is there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did. Walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Daniel. This is caught 2. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Ready? Go!
That's holding at the 2. And he's in. 10 Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
Let's go!
The shotgun, a throw from Milton. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Dory Jackson. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break. Come back. 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Offering a kickoff for the Cowboys.
Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Got it. Ready?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4.
Ready?
On play action, Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Janet, Warrior 70.
Sinnott, the man in motion.
Ready.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. As caught. That's Wade. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go. Set. Go, Rick Cougar night.
Running is Chubb. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
You got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The man in motion here is Chark. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to move it.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
And he'll take it on in. Then Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Milton. That's down the field for Lamb. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Milton. Now a screen set up for Blue. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Ready, ready. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's in! Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief. Those who think everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Trap 50. 18 card.
Now Daniel throwing on first and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds. That gains 13. It's going to make it a much more manageable third down.
Deputy. 69. 60 Eagles.
Slot man in motion left.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Washington.
Let's put.
A run up the middle with Chubb. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First down.
Ready. Liking 18. Go.
Once again, it's Chubb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on first and 10.
77. Liking 18.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Rolling right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
15-yard pickup there. First down, Washington.
And the Washington first down.
Sinnott, the man in motion. They'll go with Chubb. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 8. Ready.
And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon. He had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready,
Play action. Now it's Milton. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to see.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Milton. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
19, 18.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Open man's got it, that's Chark. Whoa! And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And As we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal. Daniel going to throw again. It is brought in the end zone. Luke McCaffrey, touchdown Commanders. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. The Commanders stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, go!
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Boye Muffet. He gets in to register sack 19 on the season.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 17-yard
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready!
Milton to the air on 2nd down. And he's just thrown ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point...
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Ready!
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now! Bronco 80!
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll let this go for Pickens. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Cardinal, 7 Pirates, go!
On play action, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 74 yards. Touchdown, Washington. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no left. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At at their own 19-yard line.
On play action, here's Milton. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Devin Book.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Osa Odigizua in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Throwing on second down. Daniel. They're trying to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now the Cowboys will take the timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Third and long.
Cup 19. Ready.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand. So on first and 10, here's Milton. Left side, caught by Lamb. Here's second and 6.
Ready.
On the play fake, it's Milton. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs. The zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Gotta be lying. Let's go.
Milton going to look to throw it again. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Ready.
To the air once more is Milton. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That's caught. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. And it is their third consecutive second in victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that...